Hey guys, so I am outside one of our properties. This is currently a licensed HMO. I'm meeting with my business partners on this particular deal and with our architect. And in the first part of this episode, I'm going to ask you a question. I'll show you inside in a minute. This is a really tired property. We haven't done very much at all to it so far. It is licensable, but it's very tired, I think is the polite way of putting it. And then in the second half of the episode, I'm going to show you what we're going to do with it next. So let me take you inside. So I'm here inside this rather tired property. I'm going to hand you over in a moment to my business partner, Michelle Harrison. We're doing this as a joint venture together, and also my architect, Alan McGowan from Alan McGowan Architects. And they will talk you through, well, Michelle will talk you through the challenge that we have, and then Alan will pause then for you guys to work out how you're going to solve it. And then Alan will tell you how best to go about this particular development. So, Michelle, do you want to describe this property a little bit and the challenge that we were facing?
Yeah, so it's a beautiful big HMO that we want to convert to 4 flats, but we really don't know how we're going to be able to do that.
And when you say how we're going to do it, you know where to put the doors and where the windows are going to go and where the bathrooms and stuff. What do you mean? Which bit are you not sure about?
The planning part of it, what restrictions we've got and things like that.
Absolutely. So we know how we're going to do it physically, split it. We know how we're going to make it safe and soundproof, but it's getting the permissions to do it, which is exactly, that's the challenge. And that's exactly why we have Alan here. So let's pan to Alan. So Alan, thank you for coming here today.
No problem.
Would you like to describe the mistake most novice investors would now pose with this kind of property?
Well, I suppose sometimes many people think, let's put in for a planning application immediately to subdivide it down into 4 flats. The problem with that approach is that immediately the planners say, oh my god, 4 new dwellings in that area, what about parking, what about this, what about that? So that can cause some issues. In fact, parking is always the issue whenever you do that. The other way of doing it is, fortunately with this property, it's a very large property, and effectively 3 of the flats, well, they're already flats effectively already. They've got their own separate kitchen, they've got their own separate bathroom. So as they've been in continuous occupation for at least 4 years, there's no reason why a certificate of lawfulness of use can't be put into the local authority to confirm that they are already 3 residences or 3 dwellings in existence for more than 4 years, and that nobody's ever had a problem with that. So I suspect in this case, that's probably the best way of doing it.
Brilliant. So the first step is to get kind of retrospective permission for the 3 existing flats.
Yes.
And then what would you do with, so the ground floor, we'll share the plans with you guys online, Alan's plans, but the ground floor is currently 2 bedrooms, a kitchen and a bathroom. What will you then do with that ground floor?
Well, we've already got the kitchen, we've already got a bathroom, we've already got 2 bedrooms. It'll simply be a question of sort of threading them through, doing some minor amendments to it, just so you can actually access all of them fairly easily. In this particular case, it will be a question of putting up some partition walls and blocking up some doors, but none of that's very difficult to do. And the main thing, as long as they all comply with fire regulations and all that sort of thing, should be fairly straightforward, really.
Absolutely. And the most important thing from a planning perspective is we're not adding any extra people.
Exactly.
We've got 2 HMO rooms that we're downgrading, if you like, into a 2-bedroom apartment. So,
exactly.
So are you optimistic about getting planning for that? That's the one bit we have to ask permission for. How are you feeling about our chances?
Fairly optimistic, really. It's already an existing property. It's already there. The number of bedrooms is already there. So you can never know with some planning applications and some authorities, but in this particular case, I'm very confident, really.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I'll hold you to that, Alan. Thanks ever so much, mate.